all in all, got pretty good value, 47%, except there is a lot of this base left for an unprotected Lalo. We've got just the thing to kick off your weekend. We have 3 bases built by Pekkachu defending 3 different pros. Stay tuned and check out the bases in the link in the description. In our first replay, we have Entropy versus Surgical Esports, and SE Ultrason is rocking Pekkachu's build. So upon first look at this base, it's kind of a cool build. It's a bit of a different style. It's like a hybrid between like a box and an anti-3. So you have some sweepers pointing in a unique direction. It looks like it's opened itself up for some potential baits, and the base kind of makes you question where to start from. So with 2 rage towers, pretty centralized monolith, I am interested to see how this goes. So let's get going. Looks like we are starting off with a ballsy super wall breaker going in at that 6 o'clock Eagle artillery compartment to open up the way for his queen charge. He has placed a baby dragon for a funnel on the left-hand side of the queen, and the queen is going to work her way towards the Eagle artillery and the rest of those defenses in there. So he's starting off just with a Sui, hasn't dropped the healers yet, probably just making sure that he gets his way in there before really wasting those. So there we go. He has dropped the healers and has opened up the way for that balloon to go through and scope for any mines. Drops another balloon there just for good measure and begins the flame flinger assault to the left of the queen. He has another baby dragon working to continue to help funnel, and he has dropped a rage on the queen to help her push through there. So we have 2 rocket loons and a hound coming out of the clan castle working on the queen. He did drop a poison for the assist so that she can get them down easily, and the pups are about to be coming out. So the flame flinger is working away as well. It is about to move towards that bomb tower after that scatter shot, and the queen is getting pretty good value. So we're at about 26% of the base so far and haven't really used too much. He has used his invisibility spell in order to heal up the queen, and now he is going to supplement that with a rage. And so we are coming up on a rage tower zone, and this is going to be a pretty hefty damage area, I think. So I am interested to see how this goes. All right, got a couple more super wall breakers going in there. They did make it. Oh yeah, and they did get into that other compartment too, so that was a success. And the queen is, she's just hanging on. Okay, ability has been used, and he is starting his hogs from about 10 o'clock, and he looks like he's going to Warden Blimp through the town hall here. So there are a bunch of giant bombs, but the Warden ability is used, so they are doing okay. And he still has a freeze and his RC ability left. So are these hogs going to get caught up in that town hall poison? They are pushing through it pretty quick, but they are taking quite a bit of damage. Oop, another giant bomb there, right by the monolith. Another giant bomb. So many giant bombs. Okay, and the queen is still kicking it. She's still got good health, but those healers, they are, dropping like flies one by one. Oh, what are we looking at? Okay, we got some things pounding on some walls, and that warden is, not enough to push through. That was 94%, but otherwise was looking pretty good. That was a pretty good attack. That really just came down to trap placements that kind of sabotaged the triple there. But that's what we want to see. Good trap placement. Awesome defense. Next up, we have Alexis rocking another Pekkachu build, and this time, God from Find This Base is going to be attacking it with some Zap Titans. So let's have a look at our second base before we begin. So this is also a build from Pekkachu. Every single base we're showing today is one of his very own. So for this one, we have the sweepers pointing forward, both of them on either side, making that blimp entry rather difficult. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. We have a toxic little spot near that Eagle artillery where that rage tower is. You're gonna have 2 raged up heroes. You're gonna have the defensive warden and king with a raged up multi, two expos, and 2 builders and an eagle. That's a lot. That's a lot. If things get to that point, it's going to be hard to live through there. I betcha. Then on either flank of the town hall, you have a lot of splash damage. There's 2 mortars on either side, along with a scatter shot and an expo. So it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this. But yeah, let's dive right into it. We have God from Find This Base attacking Alexis from Surgical Esports. Let's go. Warden walk is beginning at the 9 o'clock corner, and he is zapping out those splash damages so he can create a funnel and probably drop the flame flinger on the town hall so he can set it and forget it. So he got the mortar, scatter shot, and expo with those zaps. So that was some pretty decent value. As you can see, he's already created a bit of a funnel just with that. So that was a smart play from God. And there we go. Flame flinger going to be working towards that town hall, and he is dropping some things there so he can scout for any, probably for any, oh my gosh, what are they called? Hidden Teslas. Why in the moment does it always escape me? Anyways, so the balloons are going towards the town hall. They are done, and the warden is... Oh, Warden survived. He moved just in the nick of time. The town hall almost got him down. But he has dropped his titans just below the 9 o'clock corner, and they're just going to work counterclockwise around the base here. So he has dropped a wall breaker by that queen, and he is also using a rage spell to push through that zone. So it is a lot of damage going on here, and the 3 ice golems have now come out of the clan castle. So ice golems are starting to go down, they're freezing up, and that monolith is just putting in work. So now we are in that toxic spot where we have the eagle artillery, we have the raged up, all the raged up stuff, and it's just going down. That king is melting. And I'm talking about the offensive king, not the defensive one. Yeah, there's nothing really left, is there? King is done. Phoenix is off. Now the RC is locking on to the offensive RC, and the queen's ability was used getting down the monolith because it was just locked onto her, putting in work, and there are no more titans left. So he has dropped some of his cleanup troops, trying to help out there, distract for the RC so she can move her way through, but I am thinking this is going to be around a 70% defense. It was overall a good attack, though. It was well thought out. That base is just some strong things. Yeah, that's 74%. Nope, not enough of a push, but that was a good attack and a great defense. For our last defense of the video, we have Nick from United Gaming attacking Sammy from Surgical Esports. And yet again, this is another beautiful Pekka build. Can we just look at this base? Okay, so we have the Rage Tower covering the enemy Warden, Queen, multi-infernos, expos. That is going to be a high damage area, and this is a 3 multi-inferno base, so it's going to be really interesting seeing this Lalo and how it goes. We also have air sweepers covering the vast majority of this base, minus the kind of back end by the town hall, and I imagine that is baited to high hell. So let's dive into it and see what Nick can do. So looking here, Sammy is going to be coming in with some Lalo, and looking at his spell composition, I have a feeling it is going to be a super minion blimp. So he has some rocket loons clearing a bit of a path for his unprotected blimp to go into the town hall. Luckily, it is not picking up any traps, and sure enough, yeah, it is a super minion blimp, and he did hit the tornado. That was almost so bad for that. I don't think he's going to get quite as much value as he initially intended, just because of that NATO kind of squandering some time there. But he got enough. He got the town hall as well as some surrounding buildings, and there was some other rocket loons to help clean up the mess. So he got 12% off that with a minion and archer working to snag 13, and he is going to start his Sui with all of his remaining heroes minus the RC going clockwise from 12 o'clock. So looks like they are going to be working to get the splash damage, some of those Inferno towers along with the Rage Tower and scatter shot. So he has used the Warden's ability to push through to that core to work towards that, and the CC was pulled, so they're working towards that too. So the Hound has been dealt with, and the RC is on her last leg getting that eagle. Luckily, she did get it down. Ability is off, and that enemy queen is distracted, which is perfect for that RC. But as you can see, all of those heroes have just been nuked. Queen's ability was used, and the monolith got her as soon as she was out of invisibility. But all in all, got pretty good value, 47%, except there is a lot of this base left for an unprotected Lalo. He has 1 freeze, 1 invis, and 1 haste left. And with those enemy heroes alive, monolith, scattershot, and the Inferno Tower, I don't see how this is gonna happen. So he drops that freeze spell on the sweeper, and everything else is just gonna get picked off. So he didn't even get to utilize that invisibility spell, and it looks like we're gonna be ending off with a 77% defense. So that base was pretty deadly. I will say the way that he went at that was rather smart, but he was foiled by some of the trap placements. So that is another beautiful build by Pekkachu. So now that we've seen those, what are you waiting for? Check the links in the description, snag those bases, and let us know how they do for you. Bye now, and watch for a new video next Friday.